how to register and enter Dall-E number 2. In this step-by-step tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how we can do this. Welcome to TechExpress. My name is Steven, and I'm going to be showing you how we can get started with the OpenAI. Let's focus into how we can set up our actual account totally for free. And of course, I'm going to be showing you just a few tips after we figured out how does the actual OpenAI Dall-E number 2 actually works. So the very first thing you want to do is to open the browser where you're currently actually using the device. Well, that would be like a phone or a computer, whatever you want to. In my case, I'm using Brave. So what I want to do is do one of two things. Whether you want to go into your actual browser and look out for OpenAI, and here I have my actual OpenAI.com, so I'm going to click this option. Or what you can do is to go directly from your search bar and type the OpenAI.com. Now, once you are in here, what we want to do is to locate for the research, product, safety, and company sections. What I wanted to do is to look out for a product. So here what I want to do is to now look out for overview. Click into overview, and now we do have different versions, the products that the OpenAI has to offer to us totally for free. So what you want to do is to now scroll all the way down. As you can see, we have the ChatGPT. I'm going to scroll a little bit down, a little bit more than that, and now here we are into the Dall-E. So what I want to do is to scroll once again and find the Try Dall-E and open this actual link. If you don't find this, what you can do, we can do exactly the same thing, is to go into the actual bar menu and type into labs.openai.com. And now for security purposes, in order to get started, we have to get an account totally for free. So what you want to do is to either type an email address or choose the option that says sign up, so we can input our email for the first time and hit into continue. Now it's going to be asking to create a passcode, so you want to choose a strong passcode and hit into continue once again. Lastly, as you can see, it says verify your email. So what you want to do is to go directly into your email and click into the link that was provided to your personal email. So you're going to be seeing something like this. What you want to do is to input your first as well as your last name and hit into continue. And lastly, what we want to do is to verify our phone number in order to have a full accessible account. So I'm going to type into the country I'm currently living. I'm going to type my account. I'm going to type into send code. I'm going to provide, of course, the code that was generated for me into my phone number so I can have a fully active account into OpenAI. And now this is the dashboard of Dall-E number 2. The labs of OpenAI.com. This exact mail is going to be helping us to access all of the features of OpenAI.com. So the next time you wanted to enter using another product of OpenAI, you just need to provide the actual mail that you have provided. Now, in order to get started, as you can see, we are now into Dall-E. You have the history, the collections, and right at the very end of the right part, we have our account. If I clicked in here, we have some credits, we have the outpainting, announcement, this code, health, and the sign out. Let's click into our account. As you can see, we do have a few credits that are totally for free. In my case, it says you have 10 free credits to use until this actual month. So each time you are in here, you're going to be earning up to 30 credits totally for free. And next month, you're going to be getting 10 free credits. Of course, once again, totally for free every single month. So every time you ask the OpenAI to help you to create a prompt, it's going to be taking 1 credit of your account. So what you want to do is to be really descriptive, and you don't want to actually use all your credits in just one day. So for that, what I can strongly suggest to you is just to figure out what kind of content you want to create before you want to use Dall-E. If you check it out down in here, we do have a few examples that we can take as inspiration if you don't know what kind of content you want to create. For example, this one, I'm just going to move my mouse here, and it says an expressive oil painting of a basketball player, Duncan depicted as an explosion of a nebula, and the computer creates something like this. Now, here we have a blue orange light in a half lane on a blue floor in front of a blue wall, and this is once again what Dall-E number 2 generated. So what I can strongly suggest to you is to look out for a style, an image that, let's say, that relates a little bit of what you're actually trying to look for. For example, this one, it says a computer from the 90s in the style of a vaporwave. So I'm going to hit into click to try. I'm going to copy this element, and I'm going to go back. Let's go on the upper side, let's paste the prompt that was generated from the actual examples, and I want to change the actual elements. So instead of a computer, let's try to look out for a banana. From the 90s, I'm going to delete from the 90s, and let's go for on a small plate in the style of a vaporwave. So now let's go into generate. As you can see, we have 4 different styles of what we just asked. What you wanted to do is to check it out the 4 different versions. So I'm going to click into the first one, and let's take a look into all the elements that was generated for us. I can go into next once again, and into next once again. If you think that this was the very end, we're just getting started. For example, let's say that I kind of like this style of this image, but I wanted to see more versions of this specific style. So what I want to do is to click into the image that I kind of liked and choose the option on the upper side where it says edit, variations, share, and saved. Let's look out for variations. So Dall-E number 2 is going to be generating 4 different images based on the image that I have just selected instead of just one text description. Now we do have 4 more different versions of my actual banana on a plate. So I'm going to click here into my very first variation. I don't distinguish this one at the moment. We'll look out for a new one. We have another one, and we have another one. So once you have found the right for you, what you want to do is to either download or try to edit this mode. Let's move on into edit your image. So let's say that I kind of like the latest images, for example this one, but I don't know what exactly is this part of my image. So what I want to do or try to do is to tell the artificial intelligence to delete this one that I think that I don't need. So I'm going to hit instead of variations, look out for edit. Here into edit, what I want to do is to look out for my actual tools, which are this one, and here I want to type the eraser. Here into the eraser, before I hit into anything here, I want to zoom this just a little bit like this, and I want to move my brush a little bit more smaller so I can just select the items or the elements that I don't want to see into my image, which is actually only this part. So what I want to do in here, when I have the generation frame, as you can see, we now have this option. So I wanted to do exactly the same thing, a banana on a plate. And let's take a look into the 4 different versions. For example, we have this one. It looks a little bit weird. Have the version number 2, the version number 3, and the version number 4. So I think like the best one so far is once again this one. So what you wanted to do is to try be a little bit more accurate of what you're actually looking for, so you don't have to use all your credits for just one image. So in my case, I think that I'm just going to delete this part and this one as well. So I'm going to leave it like that, and voila, it took a little bit more of my actual credits. I think I have only 6 of them, but my actual image is now ready. So what is left to be done is to hit into download, which is in the upper side. And there we go. So this is how we can get started into Dall-E. We now have full access into Dall-E number 2, and we can go into history so we can check it out, all the actual generation that we have just added, created in the application. Everything is going to be tracked and of course going to be saved into your account. With that being said, we have now reached into the very end of the video, so don't forget to like and subscribe if you find this video valuable. Thank you so much for watching the video, and well, with that being said, I can hopefully guys see you on the next video. I'll see you soon.